Hello, my name is Pankaj, and today I am going to discuss one of the topic of class 10th, which is acid, base, and salt. This is one of the chapter of class 10, which I am going to discuss here. Acids, base, and salt. In this lecture today, I generally mostly discuss the concept of acid. So let us start with the topic. So what are acids? The acids being defined by three different scientists. So first of all, we will discuss about the Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius concept of acid and base. Next, second, we will discuss about Bronsted theory of acid and base. Bronsted theory. And third one I will discuss here is Lewis theory of acid base. Lewis theory. Okay, three theory I will discuss here, and in this lecture I will discuss the type of acid as well. So this will be the topic for this lecture. So let us come to the Arrhenius concept. So what is Arrhenius concept? According to Arrhenius, he defined acids that when acids are dissolved in aqueous solution, then they will form hydronium ion. That means in water, once we dissolve acid, suppose HCl we have taken and we dissolved it in water. So upon dissolution, according to Arrhenius, he suggested that HCl will give H positive ion. First of all, it will give H positive ion, and this will be in water H2O, and as well as we will have also negative ion, that is chloride ion. Further, since H positive ion is not stable, so what shall it do? Both these species, that is water H2O and H positive, these both together will form hydronium ion. Since H positive does not contain any electron and water has extra electron, how can we know whether any species has extra electron or not? Just see the octet, that is whether the species has completed its octet or not. So how can we see the octet? Octet simply for a particular molecule, simply we can see what? Count the number of electron, bonded as well as lone pair of electron. So the bonded electron, in a one bond we will count 2 electron. One bond we shall count 2 electron. So 2 electron, if we count here 2, 4, 6, 8, that means it has complete octets. Now it can donate its electron pair. Since hydrogen doesn't have any electron, so it will form hydronium ion by donating one of the electron pair. Since this species is accepting electron pair, so it will coordinate with this, and hence we shall get what? Hydronium ion, which is what known as hydronium ion. This, and we simply write it as H3O positive. So whenever we dissolve any acid in water, then it will, that is in aqueous medium, it will give what? It will give you hydrogen ion. Further it will give what? Hydronium ion. This is known as hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. And those species which can give OH negative, let us suppose say NaOH, upon dissolution is in water, it will give Na positive and plus OH negative. OH negative will give given out in the water, so the concentration of OH negative in the water will increase. That means the bases are those which can donate OH negative ions are defined to be as bases. This is the concept of Arrhenius theory. Next is that Bronsted theory. According to Arrhenius, Bronsted also defined in the same way, but the main basic difference is that the Bronsted theory is not confined to the aqueous medium. Bronsted is not confined to the aqueous medium. The main difference is this only. So these also suggest that H positive donor and OH negative donor. That is, H positive donors are what? Those species which can give H positive ion are referred to as acid, and those which can give OH negative ions are referred to as base. So this is the Bronsted concept, and these two concepts were further been one more concept came which can give the exact prediction of the compound to be either acidic or basic. So the next concept is what? Lewis theory of acid and base. This is one of the important theory. So let us discuss it about. So according to Lewis, that the electron, this is also known as what? Electronic concept. You can also call it as electronic concept of acids and base. So according to Lewis theory, those species which can give electron pair, that is the species or the compound which can donate electron pair, are referred to as base, and those which can accept electron pair are referred to as acid. That is electron pair donor. The electron pair donor species are what? They are base. And those electron pair acceptor are acid. So by using this concept, suppose I have given you ammonia. So ammonia is there. So if you look at the Arrhenius concept, then you cannot exactly predict the acidic or basic nature of this molecule. So in order to define the basic nature of this molecule, we have to discuss the Lewis theory. So in the Lewis theory, here since it has completed its octet, so in order to see for whether a species is able to donate or not, first of all you have to see whether it has completed its octet or not. Simply as I told you, how can you find the octet? So by using the structure, by seeing the structure, and about the structure you can study in the further classes also. So for some simple molecule we have to remember the structure. Since ammonia is like this, NH, H, H, and one of the electron pair is there. So we can see here it has complete octet, that means 8 electron is already completed. So it can donate one of its electron pair. Let us suppose we dissolve it in, let us suppose we have one of the compound BCl3. Let us take an example of BCl3. If we see at the structure, BCl, Cl and Cl we have. So since here the octet is incomplete, that is only 6 electrons are there, including bonding. That means one bond, as I told you, will have 2 electrons. So 2 electron, 6 electrons. Now this will act as what? This will act as acid, since it has incomplete octet. Now when we mix both these two species, then we shall get NH, H, H, and one of the lone pair is there, and we have BCl, Cl and Cl. So this will give one of the electron pair to this and will form a compound like this, NH, H, H and BCl3. So it will have what? Positive charge. So in this way we define what? This is what known as the Lewis theory of acid and base. Suppose we take another example. Let us suppose we have ammonia. Let us say ammonia, and we have one of the H positive ion. In this case, we can also see, according to Lewis concept, that since ammonia has a pair of electron and hydrogen doesn't have any electron, so we can say that this can give electron pair. So according to this concept, what? Those species which can give electron pair are referred to as base. Here ammonia is base and H positive will act as what? Acid, since it is accepting electron pair. So this is the concept of Lewis. Similarly, we can take another examples as well. We have another examples according to which we can define this concept, and in this by using this concept we will be asked whether the compound is acidic or basic. Let us say, suppose I have given you CO2. SO3. Another example, let us say NH3, and so on. Let us say these few examples. Let us take these few examples. Here, carbon dioxide have this structure. This is the structure of carbon dioxide. So here we can see that the electronegativity, that is the electron attracting tendency of oxygen, is more, due to which here the electron clouds are dispersed towards this carbon and towards this carbon, due to which there is, even though it has complete octet, but due to the bonded of more electronegative element, the electron clouds are shifted towards this carbon and another in towards this carbon, due to which carbon dioxide will act as acid, or we can say the non-metal. This is the reason why non-metallic oxides are known as what? Acids, because it will have the deficiency of electron around this carbon atom. Why there is deficiency? Because the atom which are attached with this carbon will attract the electron pair. In the periodic table we have the most electronegative element as fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. This phone is what? Most electronegative element. That means this can attract the electron strongest, followed by this and followed by this. These are the most electron. So whenever these are bonded with any species, then there will be dispersion of the electron cloud. That means the electron cloud will be shifted towards more electronegativity. So it will be studied in the higher classes detail. So this is the basic concept of the acids and base. Now we classify acid. How can we classify acid? So first classification on the basis of strength. On the basis of strength we can classify the acid. So on the basis of strength, acid are classified into two categories: strong acid and weak acid. Strong acids and weak acid. So strong acid, what does it mean? Strong doesn't mean that this is so much corrosive. It is nothing like that. So strong acid means what? If you take one of the acid, let us suppose I have taken here HCl, and if you dissolve it in particular solvent, then what will happen? It will dissociate 100% into its constituent ions. That means if you have taken 100 molecules of HCl, then 100 out of 100 will dissociate. That means no any molecule of HCl will be remain here. That means 100 H positive ion will be produced and 100 Cl negative ions will be produced here. So this is what strong acid. And those whatever the acid you have taken which can completely dissociate into its ion will be referred to as what? Strong acid, and those which do not dissociate completely are referred to as what? Weak acid. So let us see, for example, CH3COH. This is one of the acid, and if you see, if you dissolve it in water, then it do not completely dissociate. It will not dissociate completely into its constituent ion. Let us suppose if we have taken 50 molecule of acetic acid, then the 50 out of 50 will not be dissociated. That means what? What does it mean? It means that, let us say CH3CO minus and H positive, it will dissociate into in this manner. So what will happen here? 25, let us suppose 25, and this is also 25. That means out of 50 molecule, only 25 molecules got dissociated. Not at all the molecules will be dissociated. This is the case of weak acid. So this is one of the classification. In general, we can say organic acid or acids from the organic source are generally weak acid. Organic acids are generally weak acids. So this is the classification. If we take formic acid HCOH, this is also an organic acid, and this is also what? Weak acid. So this is the classification on the basis of their strength. One more classification I would like to teach is that on the basis of source. That means from where we are getting the acids, either from the organic source or from the inorganic source. So on the basis of source, acid can be classified into two categories, that is organic acid and inorganic. Organic and inorganic acid. So organic acids are those which are obtained from organic source, organic sources. Let us take some example. HCOH, formic acid, CH3COH, acetic acid. These are some of the examples of organic acid. On the other hand, HNO3, HCl, H2SO4 and etc. These are the example of inorganic acids. So these are the basic classification and the definition of acid. I have only taught here the basic definition of acids and their classification. So one more thing is that in case of Bronsted concept, I would like to tell one more important thing is that the concept of conjugate acid or base. So conjugate acids or bases are what? Let us we have taken H2SO4. Concept of conjugate acid and base. So what are conjugate acids? The species which differ in the number of hydrogen by 1. Then let us say H2SO4, let us suppose it is giving H plus a plus HSO4 minus, H plus plus HSO4 minus. Here H positive is what? Conjugate acid, and this is conjugate base. This is what called conjugate base. Similarly, if we take water H2O, here we'll have H plus a plus OH minus. Similarly, one more example, let us suppose HCl plus H2O, HCl plus H2O, then we will get H3O positive a plus Cl negative. H3O positive plus Cl negative. Here this is an acid and this will act. Water is amphoteric. It is amphoteric. Amphoteric means the species which can act as acid as well as base are known as amphoteric. That is, water, the action of water as acid or base will depend upon the medium with which it is mixed. If it is mixed with strong acid, if water is mixed with strong acid, in that case it will act as base, and if it is mixed with base, then it will act as an acid. I will give an example. So HCl plus H2, here we have what? The difference in between the number of hydrogen in between these and these. So how many hydrogen, number of hydrogen is difference? One, only one hydrogen is differ with each other. So this is what? Conjugate acid, and this is called conjugate base. This is called conjugate acid and it is called conjugate base. Since here if we see the structure that it can donate one H positive ion. Simply we can see here the species which carry, in general the species which carry negative charge will act as conjugate base, and those which carry positive charge will act as conjugate acids. Hope you understand. This is the concept, and for this in further we'll study in the higher classes. So I hope you understand this concept, and thank you very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.